Something unusual is happening in Portugal. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, and it's not accidental. Every year, tens of thousands of people quietly choose Portugal. Not because it's the richest country or the most powerful, but because it's easy to enter, easy to stay, and easy to convert into long-term residency. For students, for remote workers, for retirees, for entrepreneurs, Portugal has become something rare in today's world. An immigration shortcut that actually works. The question is not why people want to move. The question is how Portugal made it so easy when everyone else made it harder. Across much of the developed world, immigration has become a wall. High income thresholds, complex point systems, long waiting times, constant policy changes. Most countries filter aggressively because they can afford to. Portugal couldn't. By the early 2000s, Portugal faced three problems: an aging population, a shrinking workforce, young people leaving for better opportunities. Instead of closing doors, Portugal did the opposite. It opened them, with rules, but without hostility. Portugal's immigration system is built on a simple idea. People who live, spend, and contribute should be allowed to stay. That philosophy shaped everything that followed. Portugal doesn't rely on a single immigration path. It offers multiple legal entry points, each designed for a different type of person. That flexibility is the shortcut. The D7 visa changed everything. Originally designed for retirees, it quietly evolved into one of Europe's most accessible residency routes. The requirement is not wealth. It's stable income, pensions, remote income, passive income. Portugal doesn't demand massive bank balances. It asks for proof that you won't become a burden. Once approved, the D7 allows a legal residency, access to healthcare, a path to permanent residency and citizenship. For many, this is the first step, and it's intentionally uncomplicated. Portugal noticed something early. Work had changed. People no longer needed offices. They needed internet, stability, and legal clarity. Portugal responded faster than most countries by formalizing visas for remote workers and freelancers. This wasn't generosity. It was strategy. Remote workers bring foreign income, a local spending, no strain on job markets. Portugal made itself attractive while others hesitated. Much of the media focuses on Portugal's golden visa. But here's the truth. It was never the main shortcut. Yes, it attracted investors. Yes, it brought capital. But the real system was always aimed at ordinary people with steady income, not millionaires. When Portugal later restricted parts of the golden visa, the migration flow barely slowed because the core pathways remained open. That's not an accident. That's design. Here's where Portugal separates itself from many countries. Residency in Portugal is not a dead end. After 5 years of legal residency, applicants can qualify for permanent residency or Portuguese citizenship. Portugal's citizenship requirements are among the most reasonable in Europe. No extreme language demands. No cultural exams designed to fail applicants. Dual citizenship allowed. This makes Portugal not just a place to live, but a gateway to Europe. Portugal doesn't view immigration as a threat. Why? Because it understands its position. Portugal is not trying to dominate global talent markets. It's trying to stabilize its future. Imigrantes laborgapes. They revive shrinking towns. They contribute to taxes and social systems. Portugal manages immigration as maintenance, not ideology. That's why the system feels calm, almost welcoming. This shortcut isn't perfect. Portugal has a lower average wages than Northern Europe, rising housing pressure in major cities, slower bureaucracy than newcomers expect. The system works, but it requires patience. Portugal offers access, not speed. Stability, not instant wealth. Those who expect luxury are disappointed. Those who value balance stay. If Portugal's system works so well, why hasn't everyone copied it? Because it requires political courage. Open systems attract criticism. Flexible visas demand trust. Long-term planning doesn't win quick elections. Portugal accepted the trade-offs. And quietly, it gained one of the most effective immigration systems in the developed world. Portugal didn't invent immigration. It redesigned it. Not as a barrier, not as a reward for the wealthy, but as a filter for contribution. The real shortcut isn't paperwork. It's philosophy. Portugal decided that people who want to build a life should be allowed to try. And in a world closing its doors, That decision changed everything. If more countries treated immigration like Portugal does, would the world look more stable? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for fact-driven documentaries.